record to the cloud.
Perfect.
Yay!
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to see all of your faces here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you are in the world. I'm in California, Lily's in Washington, Agnes is in Croatia, and Karen is in Switzerland. And it sounds like we have people joining from both sides of the pond. So we are international, absolutely. It's wonderful, wonderful to have you all here. I'm Collie Rose, the Warrior Mermaid coach, and I have three beautiful partners who are joining us this morning. Agnes Van Ryn, the Queen of Reinvention, Karen R. Moeller, the Soul Reviver, and Lily Boo McGovern, the Story Shifter and Results Expert. Sorry, Lily, that was a little bit backwards, but we covered it all.
Good.
So this is our very first Her Power Masterclass. It's called Find Your Passion. So if you are here this morning or this afternoon or this evening, then I presume that touched your heart, your soul in some way and made you want to show up. So thank you so much for that. The why for me, and I believe for all of our Her Power group, is we want more passion in our lives as women over 50 because we long for more fulfillment in our lives. We long to experience life with the most joy, the most love, the most peace, the most wonderful experience that we can have here on this planet at this time. That's the number one. And then number two is I believe we also really desire to have a big impact in the world and to be more than just our small little lives, but to have influence and to have impact on a wider scale. So that is what Her Power is all about. And we wanted to bring this masterclass to you today to introduce you to some concepts that can help you bring more passion into your life. That's the starting point. And it can be confusing. We've all at Midlife here experienced a great deal. Some of it great, some of it less than great. And we all have this idea of, hey, you know what, there's a lot more life to live. And we want to do that from the highest place and the highest potential that we possibly can. So I'm glad you're here with us to take this first little step into living the life that you are worthy of. And at the end of today's session, we're going to talk about how you can find your passion on a deeper level and begin to step into your path of purpose with clarity, with confidence. And we have a very special gift for today's masterclass attendees as well. So please stick around with us. You're going to have a wonderful experience, and I believe you'll have some amazing new insights coming out of this today. Before we begin, or actually as we begin, I would love to lead you in a little meditation exercise. We talked about the 3 keys of living with or finding your passion, and I'm going to say this is the first key. Meditation is all about becoming present and being in this moment. And that's exactly what meditation allows us to do. So that being said, please get comfortable in your chairs. Put your feet on the floor, both feet touching the floor. And feel free to keep your video on or turn it off, however you feel most like you can be totally in the moment. And I invite you to close your eyes. And let's just bring attention to the breath first. Noticing your inhale and noticing your exhale. As you continue to breathe, deep in the inhale, deep in the exhale, filling your lungs And then releasing that breath as fully as possible, all the way down into
Water.
your belly. Now I invite you to bring your focus to your fingertips, your thumb and your index finger on either hand. Bring those two fingertips together and gently rub them against one another with such attention and focus that you can feel the ridges on either fingertip. Bring all of your attention to that sensation. I invite you to bring the palms of both hands together, fingertips touching fingertips, palms touching palms, with just the slightest, gentlest pressure. Feel the warmth or the coolness of your hands and fingertips. Feel the dryness or dampness. And then gently begin to slide the fingertips of one hand down the fingertips and palm of the other. Again, just feeling all of the sensations that come up for you. Continue to move the fingertips around the palm, around the fingers of the other hand. There's not a right way or a wrong way to do this. Relax and allow yourself to enjoy all of those sensations. Now with the hand that you're moving, bring the index finger to the center of your palm and gently, slowly begin to create a spiral out from the center of the palm, slowly moving to the outer edge of your hand. Feeling that circle as it becomes larger and larger. And as you reach the outer edge of your palm, gently bring that fingertip up along the edge of your hand, over your pinky finger, and sliding down to the webbing. Come back up your ring finger to the tip and slide down towards the middle finger. Draw the fingertip up the middle finger and down the opposite side. Up the index finger and down all the way to the deep webbing between your index finger and your thumb. Coming up the thumb and then down the outer edge of your hand, back to the center of the palm. You can go ahead and bring your hands to your lap. Bring your attention to the sounds around you, to what you're hearing in your environment. Notice the farthest away sound that you can hear right now. Now notice the closest sound. That might be the sound of your own breathing. Now place your hands over your heart. Left hand over the chest, right hand over the left hand. Take 3 nice deep breaths into your heart space. Now envision a sphere in the center of your chest. Envision it in a beautiful color. Imagine a tiny point of light in the center of that sphere. Bright, pure white light. Allow that white light to flow out from the sphere, filling your chest, filling your whole body all the way down to your toes, all the way up to the crown of your head. Now allow that beautiful light to flow back into the sphere in the middle of your chest, back to that point from which it came from. As you're ready, I invite you to come back into the room, slowly, gradually, flutter the eyes open, stay centered within yourself. When you're ready, please open your eyes. Okay. I hope you are feeling lighter. I hope you are feeling calmer. And I hope you are feeling more present than you were when you stepped through the Zoom door. So I invite you to grab a pen and a piece of paper if you don't have one, and a glass of water would also be brilliant. And when you're ready, I invite you to type your intention for this time together into the chat. And take your time. You're welcome to think about that for a moment or two. This is your session. So what do you want to get out of it? What would serve you at this moment? Lily says, my intention is to create the space for everyone to remember their wholeness, their divinity, and their power. Love that, Lily. Beautiful. Rosemary says, clarity. I love it. Clarity is powerful. Marla says, my intention is to receive. Beautiful, wonderful. And Karen says, focus and giving space. I love all of these intentions. Beautiful. And giving and space. Yeah, giving space and giving and space, they're all their own thing too, aren't they? Anya says, my intention is to help you begin your journey to reconnecting with your true self. Thank you so much, Anya. Yes, I love it. And Susanna says to take the next step towards living a life of passion and purpose in order to be able to be more fully myself. Love that, Susanna. Love it. That's my heart right there. So thank you for that. I think we have everybody's intentions except mine, so I will give you mine. My intention is to inspire and empower you all to live your best lives every day and to walk away from this experience feeling just a little more clear, just a little more ready for what you are so worthy of, what you are so capable of. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Agnes, who is going to share some amazing content with you that can help you bring focus to exactly what it is to live with passion.
Are we
Agnes,
skipping me? Are we skipping me with the circles?
you're after me.
I was. Oh, I thought she was before, but it's okay.
You want to do before? Oh, I'm open. We can do before. Absolutely. My mistake. Go, Lily, go.
Well, this will pre-pave the way for Agnes's presentation and kind of let us step into the space of wholeness and fulfillment, because we're going to be doing circles of fulfillment to really tap into your subconscious. How do we kind of bypass the conscious mind? It's through tapping into your subconscious with symbols. And every symbol that we use in our lives, we have associations with in our bodies. And the circle represents the original mandala. The circle symbolizes perfection. This symbol at every point on a circle is the same distance from the center. And it also represents the infinite and eternal aspects of you. And that's what we're tapping into today, is getting into that part of our brains that we don't often use because we don't have time. We're just thinking too hard. We're overwhelmed. We're trying to get stuff done. And so we wanted to create the space like some of you were talking about. And the way we do that is we create the space. We create the circle of protection, the circle of sacred circle where we can do this work today. And this signifies wholeness. A circle has no corners or angles to get stuck in. And it creates a safe space or a boundary for you to be able to play in. And it also represents your consciousness, the Godhead, and the cyclical nature of the cycle of life, because we have all the seasons in our lives and we have all the parts of us, and we keep continually circling back around and around to the center point that we're talking about, which is your passion and your purpose. And so this circular energy also creates a vortex and a spiral as we're going through our lives. And what's the point? The point is a circle of focus. And so I'm going to invite you guys, I'm going to share my screen, and all we're going to do is we're going to draw circles, and they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be circles. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean here. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen. And while I'm sharing my screen, you guys are going to be able to hear Karen in the background giving us some beautiful sounds so that we have something to kind of focus on while we're drawing the circle. So when you make a circle, it can be big or small. And I just like to do a circle and continually kind of make it until it feels pretty round to me. So that would be one of my circles. And we're going to do about 40 circles or 33 circles, however many you want. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just going to do this for a few minutes to kind of get into what it feels like to make the circle, what it feels like to make a mark on the paper. So whenever you're ready, you can join me in creating some circles of wholeness, to remember who you are, to remember the infinite nature that's inside of you, and to remember that you have the power to shift and change your life with a pen and a piece of paper. And that's what we're going to be doing today, is using the power of the pen as a magic wand to remember who you are, to remember your power, remember the infinite nature, remember that you're a creator. You can even go off the page, just imagining where that circle would go. This creativity strengthens your intuition. It balances your brain. It can boost your immune system. And it helps you strengthen your focus. When you're ready, you can set your pens down and just listen to the sounds being created by Karen's bells. And just feel into this sense of wholeness that you're creating, this sacred space that you're in. You have about 30 more seconds. Okay, thank you so much, Karen. That was so lovely. And I would just love to hear from a couple of you about the circle exercise, what came up for you, and how are you feeling now?
I have personally never done it really, and I find it incredibly relaxing and centering.
Mhm.
And of course, all of that with the background of the sound bath. Well, I never have enough sound baths anyway. So yeah, it was amazing.
Yay, that just takes it to the next level, doesn't it? The sound bath. Holy cow. I felt like I was in heaven. Thank you. Thank you, Agnes, for sharing that. All right, Rosemary.
I've done this with you a few times, and today it definitely brought out what I needed. I realized when I did it, I don't know if you can see, I did mine in color right there. You can start to see it.
Yes, yes.
I need some more fun. And this was just screaming at me. I ran and got my colored pencils. I was not going to do this in a single color. It just,
You
it
skipped
had to.
ahead to the next step. That's awesome. I love it.
I'm obviously craving it. I'm craving some fun and creativity. So this was exactly what I needed today.
Woo, 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 woo. Yay. Well, that's what a retreat does. That's what space does. And that's definitely what creativity does. So thank you for sharing that, Rosemary. And part of this exercise, this is just the first step in the exercise. So when we get together in person and do this at the retreat, you get to actually, I'm going to show you the finished picture here really quick so you guys can see what that looks like. It's right here. Can you see this little picture right here?
Yeah.
So that's actually what we could end up with at some point, and it's called Neurographica. Okay, so who else would love to share something that happened for them or came up? Or oh, Marla.
I too found it very relaxing and meditative. And it's funny that you brought up the colored pencils, because when I was finished and looking at it, I thought, ooh, I want to do that again with color. So yeah, that was lovely. Thank you, Lily.
Yeah, yes, of course. Thank you, Marla. I'm glad you were thinking color too. We're tapping into the right side of our brains, and that's where the color lives. And so we have to, how do we get to our intuition? How do we get to our imagination? How do we get to our insight? It's through the right side of our brain. And by strengthening that, which is what we're doing here today, you have more access to it. So fantastic. Anybody else want to share before we move on?
I could share.
Okay.
I just had this incredible urge during that exercise to do my own thing. And I said, no, we're drawing circles. And then it said, no, but I have an idea and I want to do something different. And so it became much more elaborate, but I really loved that, it was that, do I want to listen to my inner voice that says there's something magical that I want to do? And I let it do it. And it was beautiful. So yeah, thank
Woo,
you.
woo, woo, woo. Yay! Because there are no rules when we do this
Right, there are
process,
no
and it's
rules.
really just a prompting to open up whatever is ready to come out for you. And the canvas or the page, the blank page, is such a beautiful portal into your passion, into what's ready to emerge like a volcano. So
It can
awesome,
feel
Callie.
so good not to follow the rules.
Yay!
For a change.
Let's all not follow the rules for a little while. How amazing. That's why we go to Croatia, right? That's why we get out of our heads, out of town, out of our lives to go find ourselves and our hearts. So thank you, Callie, for reminding us of that. All right. Anybody else want to share? Okay, well, thank you for playing full out with us and with me and Karen. And thank you again, Karen. That was lovely. And we're going to turn the stage over to Agnes for a beautiful exercise to find your passion. Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you, ladies. You know what I find interesting is how in tune we are, because without having contacted each other at all of us have brought up a concept of circles. So Karen, obviously, with her balls are circles, but Kelly with her meditation, and Lily with what we just experienced. And I'm going to talk about circles as well. So I'm just curious, who in this space has heard of Ikigai before? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a closer look at Ikigai, and I'm going to share my screen. Is this coming up? That's not what I wanted. Oops, let's go to here, and let's go to presentation mode. And of course, as usual, all our videos are in front of where I need to be. Present. There it is. Took a while. Even my computer is too hot here in Croatia. So, ladies, Ikigai. So this is about finding your Ikigai, and I am going to tell you first what, oh, sorry. It's great when it works like that. We want to go back. I'm first going to very briefly introduce what we're going to do. So first, I am going to give you a short presentation of what the Ikigai actually is. We are also going to look quickly at what the benefits of Ikigai are. Then it will be time for introspection. Then I will have you do some exercise, and then we will be sharing. I will be talking about steps forward and give you some final tips. So let's first look at what Ikigai actually is. So understanding. So as you can see, we are talking about circles again. And the principle of Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese concept that combines the words Iki, meaning life, and Gai, meaning worth. It's about finding your reason for being or what makes life worth living. The concept originates from sorry, I never can say that one, Okinawa, which is known for having the highest number of centenarians in the world. So people in Okinawa believe that having an Ikigai contributes significantly to their long and happy lives. So Ikigai emphasizes the importance of finding joy, so some of you will like that, and purpose in everyday activities. It's not just about this large, big concept. It's every day that you can experience it. It's not just about grand achievements, as I just said. It's also about finding pleasure and satisfaction in the small things. Our Ikigai sits at the intersection of 4 fundamental elements. The first one is what we love, so what we will call our passion, what we are good at, which corresponds to our profession, what the world needs, our mission, and what we can be paid for, our vocation, because obviously if no one is going to pay us, that's a hobby that's no longer working the way it should be working for all of us. So it is found when we align our passions, talents, sense of service, and ability to make a living. The 4 circles invite us to adopt a holistic vision and of our existence, considering all facets of our being. It's an inspiring model that helps us build a life that is rich in meaning, accomplishment, and joy, and where we are in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. I need to find my arrow again. Yes, there it is. So now looking at the benefits of Ikigai. Ikigai is an inner compass, and it guides us to a more authentic, committed, and satisfying life. It promotes a holistic view of our existence, encompassing all dimensions of our being, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So the personal benefits include things like self-awareness, clarification of values and aspirations, decision-making that aligns with what truly matters to us. And it also fosters a sense of accomplishment, fulfillment, and resilience when we are facing challenges, because we all know that challenges do happen in life. Professionally, it drives commitment, motivation, and performance, and it also encourages creativity and perseverance. The quest for our Ikigai is a lifelong journey. So you don't wake up one day and you have your Ikigai. It's a process. And because of that, it invites us to remain curious, open, and attuned to ourselves. Integrating Ikigai into our personal and professional lives turns us into the architects of our happiness and success, aligning our actions with our values and positively contributing to our surroundings. So it's not only about us, it's also how we impact the rest of the world. So now we are going to bring you to how to work around that, how to do this yourself. So it's time for introspection. So what I'm going to ask you, and Kelly, maybe you can put in the chat the document that I sent you, because you are either yourself going to draw those 4 circles on a piece of paper, and each are labeled what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Or you can download what I am putting in the chat, or Kelly puts for me in the chat, that will give you the 4 circles. And you will find also some additional prompts on it to answer the questions that you are now going to see on the screen as soon as I bring them up. No, they are up already, sorry. So please take the next, say, 5 minutes to fill out the following prompts. I want to emphasize that this is, of course, only the beginning of that reflection, of that self-reflection. You are not going to be able to go to the end of it. It's to get you started on that journey. And then we are going to talk about it. But once you're going to list for every circle the things you love. And so these can be activities, hobbies, topics that you are passionate about. What you're good at, you're going to look at skills, talents, and areas where you excel. For what the world needs, you are going to look at what global, local issues resonate with you, and or identify needs in your community or industries that you care about. And what you can be paid for is about what job or business opportunities or roles align with your qualification and interest. I'm going to leave those prompts on the screen so that you can remember what it's about. And as I said in the document that is in the chat, there are some other additional prompts to help you on those 4 topics. And so once you will have started listing, jotting down what comes up in each area, that is when I want you to start looking at where are there overlaps, because that is the beginning of you shaping your ikigai. So we're going to take some alone time and start working on that. Let's start with 5, 6 minutes or so, and then we're going to talk about it. just 1 or 2 more minutes. This is definitely not enough, I know. Very conscious of that. This is a presentation that when I do it normally, the extended version is almost half a day. But I wanted to introduce the idea to you. So if I can have your attention back, what I would like is for us now to exchange and share about this. So what I would like to know first is if you can share either in the chat or just, unmute yourself. Did you identify any overlapping areas already from your answers that will help you to create that potential ikigai? Yes, Karen.
Sorry, would you mind showing us the original circle again?
Yes, you have it also in the, so let me go back, sorry. In the handout that I gave you, which is an empty one, just with the names. This is what it is.
Ah, yes.
So what you love, your strength. And so the ikigai is the intersection of those four.
Was everybody able to open the PDF in the chat?
The PDF is an empty one, so I've made it blown it full page so that it's bigger. I will, Kelly, remind me if I forget. I will give you this presentation in the chat at the end so that it serves as a reminder of what the process is and how to go about it. So let me go back. Is it okay if I move back to the?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, for the others as well. Okay, good. So I come back to my question. Did you start seeing some overlap somewhere? Someone wants to share about that? And what I'm also interested, oh, sorry. The videos are in front, I can see. Marla, I think you raised your hand. Did you? You're still muted.
I didn't find, or I haven't started to look for the overlaps other than one popped out and that was helping. But I did want to say that the what you love area, gosh, I could just write a ton on that. And that felt really good. Because sometimes I think, where's the joy? And oh my gosh, there it is. So that was really nice. Excellent.
We spend so much time focusing on the negative that we tend to forget all the positive that there is in our life. So yeah, that's very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Were there any areas that you found difficult to come up with something? Anyone wants to share about that? Yes, Carla again.
I didn't come up with anything for what you can get paid for.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And I would say that to a certain extent, that's not so surprising, because when we are in a context where we want to help others, so service-based, we tend to have a hard time thinking that we can actually ask money for it. So that's a whole other topic. It's all about our relationship to money. So that would be another masterclass, definitely. So again, start looking at all the areas where you're good at. And again, I have given you some additional tips about how to go about that in the handout. But it could even be stuff that others say that you're so good at, because that's another thing that we often struggle with, is that things that we think we are very good at, or I shouldn't say very good at, we don't think we're very good at it because it's natural to us. It's the others who are pointing at the fact that we're so good at it. And so actually someone who's behind, as in they are not as good as us in that specific area, that's enough to be able to help them, and there is no reason why you could not be paid for it. So the more you will be able to list stuff that is in the four areas, the easier it will become to see that actually there is stuff that you can be paid for. And why is that? Because people need it. So you are not, it's coming back to the concept of sales. You are not being salesy. You are being of service to others when you are offering your services against monies. What is one small goal that you could start working towards this week to move closer to your ikigai? What is it that you could be doing, you think? Because it's as always, if we start just looking at things and, oh yes, it's interesting and etc. and it's nice, but if we don't do anything with it, it's like a vision. If you only dream, all it is a dream. It won't turn into action. So what could you do to start moving the needle?
And yes,
Any
Susanna
idea?
had her hand up for the last question.
Sorry for that, Susanna. It's the usual thing of the screens not being at the right place when you share screen. Go ahead, Susanna.
No, I was just going to say the same thing as Marla, which is that I found it very hard to complete the things I can get paid for. And I
Which
think
is
that's
very, it's very interesting coming from you, because I know you and you are so good in so many things, Susanna. There is no reason, absolutely no reason why people shouldn't be paying for it. And if I give a very quick side note, if we think that people are not going to pay for it, they will not pay for it. That's for sure. So that's coming back to another topic about the law of attraction and what you focus on expands and etc. You need to start shifting how you think about that, of course. But that's what I was saying. It's coming back to how we relate to money. So I am going to give you some additional things about moving forward with that. So how do you plan to apply what you learned to your daily life? So the very first thing, obviously, that I would suggest is that you take the time to do this exercise in full. And you will see in the tips thereafter that I will further develop the notion of process. You're not going to find the answers overnight. And yeah, what is it that you found valuable in this exercise, and do you still have questions or concerns? I can't see everyone presenting like this. I have to go through. Anyone wants to share?
I feel like it's a really good idea at this point to really focus on what you love and what you're good at, and particularly the piece of that that is more shadowy for you that you don't understand as much about. I know for me, I was raised with a lot of pats on the back and good job and you're great at this. So I actually have a really good sense of what I'm good at. But what I was lacking was, you know, what do I love? I was always trying to live up to other people's expectations and, you know, leaning into what they said I should focus on. So for me, it's what you love, but it could be the other way around too. If you haven't gotten a lot of support around what you're good at, it may really like take some more thinking into, you know, what am I really good at, and maybe asking people too that you trust for their insights about what you're good at. And because I think then, like both Susanna and Marla mentioned, the hard part is how do you make the leap to what can you get paid for, maybe. But once you have a really clear picture of what you love and what you're good at, I think the next step starts to open up as to, like you said, there's value in what you're good at, what you love, and that you can get paid for it. Absolutely.
And can I piggyback off of that, Callie, and just say that oftentimes we don't know our own strengths because they're invisible to us, because we take them for granted, because we've been doing them our whole lives. And so, you know, where is it in your life that you have mastery over things that you don't even have to think twice about it? It's so easy for you to do that. For somebody else, it could be quite difficult, and you could show them the way step by step and day by day and you know, module by module. So just thinking about how to share what you know with somebody else is a great way to start thinking about how to monetize. What problem can you solve for somebody else that you've done, and you know, what challenge have you overcome in your life, because we've all overcome challenges. And your life is a perfect place to start looking at where you have some unique strengths that you can share with other people, because you have it. You have a purpose, you have a mission, and it's really just getting clear on those things. And this is, hopefully this gave you some space and time to do that today.
Yeah, thank you for sharing those, Kelly and Lily. And yes, these are tips that are listed on the handout. You will find those in there. And the best thing is always to start by asking others, because we don't see ourselves the way others see us. The other thing that I would be tempted to say also is don't start with what you can be paid for, because what you will discover in the area of what you love doing and what you're good at is what will start igniting the passion for, hey, what could I be doing with that? In particular, if you can link it to something that is bigger than you. So what does the world need? And that is when you start realizing it's not about me, myself, and I, it's about how can I help others, coming back to this notion of serving. So yeah, that's really important. So I'm conscious of time, so I'm going to give you the last tips. Sorry, I need to move us again. Move out of the way. So it's about taking the small steps. It's about being patient with yourself. Don't start, you know, feeling guilty because you don't come up with things quickly enough or whatever. That is, any step in the right direction is progress. Stay open-minded and flexible, and open also to all types of signs that you're surrounded with. The answers may come from the most unexpected ways. Play with it. Don't be afraid to experiment. I know that for myself, when it came to identifying who I was serving, what I was doing from a professional point of view, based of course on my passion and my skills, my talents, I have been playing with so many options. And very often we tend to think, oh, I can't do that because what will people think if I'm changing again? Well, I've been changing all the time until I found what I was looking for and what worked for me. It doesn't matter what others think, and they will forget it anyway. And practice mindfulness. So it's be in that's why it was so interesting to start with a meditation and to start with the exercise that Lily did. The more you are staying present, the more you become aware of your feelings and your thoughts, the easier it will become for you to connect to what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. So as I said, I will put this in the chat for you to have together with the handout I gave you. But I do hope that you found this useful to get started on that journey. When you start connecting to that, it really makes a difference. I'll stop share.
Thank you, Anya. That was amazing.
There you are. She went off screen for a minute there. I was like, oh, I hope she didn't disappear.
The wheel was circling, so it's a topic of the day, circling. I am going to put that in the chat. And where is it? Yes, I will let you know as soon as I've put it there. Oh no, this is a private message. I want to check. Yes, coming back. Okay, it is in the chat now. Yes, okay, over to you, Kelly.
Thank you. We have Agnes's handout, the empty Ikigai guide in the chat, and we also have a stop overthinking PDF download in the chat from Lily Wu. So that's
Lily.
Yeah, so that's two great resources to extend what you've experienced today in this class. Of course, we are just scratching the surface here on a very, very humongous big topic, because it's really about your life, your whole life. So I hope it was amazing and inspiring for you and gave you some new insights to start playing with. I think play is such a key word. We talked about 3 keys, so I just want to reiterate, what were those 3 keys? The first one, meditation or mindfulness, that becoming present, giving yourself that opportunity to get real with yourself, to get into yourself, to get deeper, and to experience yourself in this moment instead of the future, instead of the past. That's one really important key. Lily shared with us that second key of play, really play, creative play, intuitive play, allowing yourself just to flow, just to allow whatever wants to come out of you to just flow, without rules, without any sense that it has to be a certain way, because that's where these brilliant ideas about what you love and what you're great at and what you can bring into the world, that's where they come from, is play. Absolutely, it's play. And then the third piece of that is structure. The Ikigai is a structure. It's a way to think about how to bring elements together and to bring order to them so that you can actually manifest them, because we live in a world, 3D world of structure. So all of the amazing thoughts that are happening in our mind, we want to be able to channel them into a manifest reality, because that's what we're here to do in a physical world. So that's the 3 keys. Again, it's just a glimmer of all of the power that's available to you, because it's what's inside you. It's what's inherent to you. And from here, of course, you could just go on with your usual routine, continue to live your life just as you always have. And, this was a nice little sparkle in your day. Or you can make a choice right now to step up and to really claim your vision, to claim your passion, to claim your true purpose, with boldness, right? It does take boldness. The universe honors boldness. And so I'm going to give you a very bold idea. and a way that you can proclaim that boldness now, which is that you could come to Croatia next month. I know that's a crazy idea. I am aware of that. It's a big step. It's a leap, honestly. And yeah, for sure, it's not for everyone, but maybe it is for you. If you're ready to really step up and you're ready to say yes to yourself, we do have an exclusive bonus for our masterclass participants today. So I wanted to share that with you and hopefully just inspire you a little bit more about what a deep dive could look like into your passion and purpose. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a second here. There we go. Oh goodness, everybody ran over to the far side of my screen. Okay, here we go. So yes, I just want to introduce you to what we are bringing, what we are manifesting into the world, the four of us, Lily and Agnes and Karen and I, next month, September 22nd to the 27th, 5-day retreat in the magic of Croatia. It is absolutely for women exactly like you, exactly like me, and exactly like all of us that are in our midlife and that are ready for the full deal, the full package. So there are several different packages that we are offering so that you can choose from, and I will show you what those look like. So this is on our website. Can somebody put the website in the chat for me just so that it's easily accessible for everyone? So this is the first package that we're offering. We actually have 3 packages. The Clarity Quest package is a 6-day, 5-night accommodations, including your breakfast, including your lunch. Also 2 very special, authentic Dalmatian style dinner activities. We will be presenting a 4-day workshop on vision and purpose. So it's this ikigai to the exponential. It's going to be more of this and a more thorough exploration with lots of support and guidance through that. We will be doing yoga along with that. Movement and meditation go beautifully together, as well as other types of enrichment activities and sound bath experience. Beautiful Karen's sound bath experience. She will be doing those interlaced with what we are offering during the vision and purposing workshop, as well as she will do a full 1-hour amazing releasing, restoring session with all of us. And we will be doing some optional walking excursions. There's plenty of quiet time for rest and relaxation and reflection. That's usually a piece that gets overlooked. We have all this intention, but we have all these ideas about what we want to bring to you, but we've been very, very conscious and careful about balancing with rest and relaxation and reflection, because that's really what allows us to take in all of the amazing experiences that we're having on a retreat. And of course, there's some goodies, swag bag and special gifts. And then building off of the Clarity Quest package, we have the Explorer Journey package. That one's including everything that we have in the Clarity Quest package, plus some great activities, adventures that are available to us in Croatia, the Blue Cave Tour. If you are in our Facebook live group, Facebook Her Power group, then you can get a little glimpse of this. I just posted a really cute little video about what the Blue Cave experience looks like. It's kind of very mystical. And it's just beautiful as well. And that excursion also includes, it's a full day excursion, so it also includes some island hopping and some swim stops in amazing quiet little coves, some sunbathing and meditation. So it's kind of a full package deal for the whole day. We have an incredible sea horseback ride experience with a beautiful horse that loves to swim, and that's also an incredible presence, mindfulness kind of experience that you can not have everywhere. And we will be doing a Dalmatian culinary masterclass with local and internationally renowned chef Big Bad John, who is a personal friend of mine and a just wonderful, amazing man. And finally, we have the VIP Visionary package, which is everything included in the previous 2 packages, plus 5 exclusive VIP dinners with the retreat hosts, all 4 of us and a 60-minute spa treatment. And maybe definitely the most important piece of this package is that there is follow-up with all 4 of us to implement what you have begun to manifest at the retreat, and to really bring it fully into your world and change your life. So that's the packages, and this is what you will take home with you: a profound connection to your inner wisdom to navigate life with assurance, unwavering clarity around your personal values, a vivid vision of your future illuminated by a roadmap crafted with expert support and guidance to ground and motivate you each step of the way. So we take that ikigai and we start to create a plan, a master plan that's very concrete, so that you can move that forward. Of course, self-doubt pops in on us as soon as we have the most brilliant idea in the world, but you will take away with you the power to conquer that very natural self-doubt that comes up, and move forward with confidence. Meaningful bonds with purpose-driven, heart-centered women. I cannot say enough how important that is, to have support on this kind of ikigai journey, because it's not what's being lived in the world for most people. So you will go much further with others. Unforgettable memories of your Croatian island adventure, that's absolutely guaranteed, and a radiant glow reflecting new or renewed inner tranquility because you are living from your heart, which is where we all want to be. And the bonus for our masterclass today is $200 off any of those packages. That's good until Friday at midnight on the 23rd. So that's, 2 days out from now, or 2.5, depending on where you are in the world. It's Pacific time, by the way. So it's it's the same amount of time for everybody, but everybody's experiencing it a little bit differently. And these are the different packages and the prices for the masterclass participants. So we would absolutely love to host you. We would love to go deeper with you and share more with you, because you can accomplish so much in 5 days when you're really deeply focused on what you want in life. Yes, so that is everything that I have to share. I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to ask my beautiful partners if there's anything you want to add. Marla, so nice to meet you.
Yes, so great
You
to
as
see
well.
you,
Thank
Marla.
you
Thanks
so
for-
much. Thank you so much. I have to run, but this was
No problem.
amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we're still recording, so does anybody want to add anything that might have been missed?
I can't wait. I'm just ready to go.
Me too.
Have some fun. Woo, woo,
I
woo.
cannot wait. Look at this water. It is fantastic. It is fabulous. We are
too. I
going to
can't
have
wait.
an amazing time together.
Yes. So
I'm
should
ready
I
to
stop
dive
the
in.
recording?
Yes, let's stop the recording. Thank you everyone for joining
Okay.
us.
Yes, thanks for joining
Thank
us. We hope to
you.
see you there. Remember, your history is not your destiny, and every moment is a new moment to choose a new you. We love you.